You have to admit it. It takes a lot of courage and a lot of belief in yourself to put your idea in front of a group of investors and then be prepared for them to tear it apart. On this episode, we're going to change how you look at safety meetings and help you get better at getting employees to buy in to the safety program.
PeopleWork, the human touch in workplace safety. Available everywhere on Amazon. To learn more, go to kevburns.com/peoplework.
Pick any night of the week, and you're likely to stumble across a repeat broadcast of TV shows where entrepreneurs pitch to venture capitalist investors. In the USA, it's Shark Tank. In Canada, the UK, 30 countries around the world, Dragon's Den. The premise is pretty much the same, though. Entrepreneurs pitch their business ideas looking to secure money and investment from a panel of sharks and dragons. Now, if the pitch is good, there's a good chance of getting buy-in from one or more of them. If the pitch misses the mark, though, entrepreneurs go home with no money. But they did have their business idea torn apart by experts, and they can go back and study the feedback to fill in the holes in the future. Well, let's take this idea and apply it to safety. Instead of looking at a safety meeting as a place to pitch your stats and figures and reports and procedures, you should instead view your safety meetings as investment pitches. Your attendees become potential investors. They either buy into what you're selling or they reject your idea. If your pitch misses, your people won't invest themselves in safety. Your presentation won't get you the yield or the buy-in you're looking for. But if you pitch successfully, you're golden. You've got the buy-in you wanted. Now you have a few more partners to work side by side with. Those new partners, your good people, will bring you new perspective to your ideas. They can help you spread the word about safety. They become your safety and brand ambassadors. Now here's the difference in how you pitch safety, though, at safety meetings. If you're focused on stats and figures and processes, procedures and rules, it's dry, it's dull, it's boring. Look, there's no doubt that all of that information is necessary to track how you're doing and to fill in the gaps in your safety program. What I'm saying is you don't lead with that approach. You start with the benefits of safety. You reinforce the positive that comes from doing safety right. You offer plenty of benefits that help eliminate the mental barriers to buying into your idea. You have to show your potential investors that your idea and plan improves their lives and their work. If you want to build a solid safety culture, you're going to need employee buy-in. And to get investors to buy in, you need to work on 3 things specifically that can help your cause and secure your investors. Number 1, assess your pitch and your messaging. Study the last safety meeting presentation you made. Think about what you talked about, what you discussed, and the slides you showed. Did you prepare compelling arguments for investing in safety? Was anyone convinced to invest their time, their energy, and effort in your goals for improving safety? Now ask yourself whether reading a bunch of stats and data creates any sort of groundswell of safety investors. Did your last safety meeting pitch convince your best people to buy into the latest initiative? See, it's true that investors invest in the product, sure, but more importantly, they invest most of all in the individual. You, your people will invest in you if your plan, your strategy, your passion are all top-notch. Investors love people with a great product, a solid plan, and passion for what they're doing. So your passion and your convictions for safety have got to be evident. You won't get much in the way of confidence and employee buy-in without your own conviction readily evident. Remember, your people are your investors and you want them to invest themselves, so you have to be pitch perfect. Number 1, assess your pitch and your messaging. Number 2, identify the immediate benefit of buying in. People will buy into something that creates a win for them. So you have to systematically remove the mental barriers to investing in safety. People don't buy things logically, they buy things emotionally. Then once they've made the decision to buy in, people use logic to justify that emotional purchase. They use statistics and facts and figures to validate the decision they made. Let me put it this way. If you're going to buy a new truck, you don't do it because of the stats and figures that are printed in a brochure. Because if you did, the dealership would never need salespeople. You buy a new truck because of how it looks, how it performs, and most importantly, how it makes you feel. Once you put your hands on the wheel of that truck and you roll that truck down the road on a test drive, your brain is in overdrive. You're processing all kinds of information. It's the information that's in combination with the sights and smells and sounds and touch. When you feel good driving it, that's the emotion kicking in, and that's what sells you on the truck. Once you've made your emotion-based purchase, you'll justify buying that new truck with all of the logical facts and figures. That's when you tell your buddies that you got a great financial deal. You'll talk about gas mileage and torque and hauling power. You might even mention the warranty. But you bought that truck because of how it made you feel when you drive it. Apply this strategy to safety now. Stop pointing out what workers might lose by not choosing safety. Negative reinforcement as a motivator has no lasting value. And it requires constant repetition. Each time you've got to ramp up the degree of shock in order to make an impression. But it doesn't make you feel something. It's the stats on the brochure. It's all logic. And the best you can hope for from this negative reinforcement is just simple rules compliance. But compliance doesn't mean true buy-in to safety. So instead, your efforts are going to have to be better spent on things that make people feel something. People need to get a win for themselves by choosing safety. So focus on what they gain. Investors want to know what they get out of the deal. They're not attracted to things that they need to avoid. They need to know what's in it for them. What's their return on the investment? So rethink your pitch and now put a positive spin on safety to show why it's good for them. Focus on some of the benefits of doing safety right. Show them that safety ensures a steady cash flow. They keep getting a paycheck that allows them to buy that new truck. And safety sets them up for a comfortable retirement. And safety helps them build a positive legacy. Safety does that more today, every day. So sell the positive. Number 2, identify the immediate benefit of buying in. And finally, number 3, remove the excuses for not choosing safety. When excuses get in the way, they become barriers to good safety decisions. So address the excuses. Figure out solid answers to, well, my safety glasses are uncomfortable, or it's too hot to wear full coveralls today. Maybe it's ladder use or shortcuts for a moment, or even how they fill out the paperwork. Whatever the excuse, get to work on finding solutions to these real shortcuts and barriers to good safety. Think about taking some of these excuses and hashing them out in an open discussion with your team. Encourage them to come up with answers and solutions to their own excuses. Get them to talk about the excuses they make for not embracing safety. Have honest discussions about how they can help improve safety. When you attempt to find solutions to these complaints and excuses, you show your people that you're listening. You're not just minimizing their comments as whining. And I'll bet right now some of your people feel minimized when you dismiss their concerns as griping. Well, that's no way to build investment. Instead, take these comments, turn them into team-building opportunities around safety. Run your meetings with honest and open discussion. Your people will respond positively. I mean, after all, people don't want to show up at work each day expecting to be minimized. People want to feel empowered. They want to feel valued. So give them the chance to be heard. Some may be surprised at their own willingness to speak up. You see, safety buy-in happens when you deal effectively with safety perceptions and beliefs and attitudes, the stuff that undermines safety. Help your investors come to their own realizations that safety's not an enforcement program of rules and procedures. It's a lifestyle choice that's meant to help them stay healthy, help their performance, and to build value in their contributions. So number 3, remove the excuses for not choosing safety. Give your investors plenty of reasons to enthusiastically invest in safety. Make it hard for them to turn their backs on safety, because when you get successful buy-in, your people can help you turn the company's boring safety program into a movement built around a set of values rather than rules.